What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Retro card, Flint. Now, here he is on that retro card. You got this artwork. Looks kind of odd in the face, but you can see the figure, his accessories, and his face kind of looks odd there also. But we'll get a closer look at that when we get him out of the package. You got the awesome bubble, the artwork, you got the file card, a little bit of his bio. You got the other figures in the wave. Cover Girl, another Televiper. You know, I'm probably going to hang on to that file card. But, yeah, let's get this guy open and check him out. All right, so here's Flint outside of the packaging, and he looks pretty cool. He does look really nice. The face does look strange, but, you know, again, we'll look at that a little closer here in a second. But for now, we'll take a look at his accessories. It comes with quite a few hands. So you got the trigger finger on the right hand here. A little bit less of a trigger finger on the left hand. I can't tell if that's just because of maybe he got squeezed in the packaging, making it look a little closer. But yeah, technically trigger fingers on both hands. You got a set of fists. Little gloves. You got the little seams. Really good. Got a pointing finger. Love the pointing finger for directions or anything like that. You got this open palm hand, which is we've seen before. I always relate it to Cobra Commander holding the little globe. But yeah, he could be doing anything with that. I like it. You got his cap, his little beret, all black, red emblem. Not terrible. You got his backpack. Nice detailing in there. They did that, threw that red in there, so I'm glad they used a little bit of color, but I kind of wish we had a little bit more paint here on the grenades and his canteen. But the sculpting looks really nice. Get the side of it, get the back. The other side. Yeah, it looks good. You got a shotgun. Now, you got this nice black shotgun with the green on it. I like that they broke it up with the colors, but if you look at it from this angle, you can see it's bent. Not super flexible, which is nice. I'm pretty sure a little bit of heat will get that to flex back to normal. Then you got this pistol here. There's a hole on the end for muzzle effect. The mag stays in. Hole here for the shotgun. It also can handle an effect. And that's it for the accessories, other than the stand. Clear stand, Joe stand. And that's it. So taking a look at Flint, his face looks good, but it also looks a little animated to me. I don't know what's going on, almost like a filter or like a Fortnite skin or something. Doesn't look as gruff as like the first release, I believe. Something about it, but it doesn't look terrible. I mean, I do like it. Just off. We'll see when we get a couple of these other figures out here for comparison, like how their facial features look compared to his. But you got the nice haircut, nice face sculpt. You got his classic style harness, belt, gold on there, no paint here. Got the sleeves rolled up. Holster, no paint on there. Harness from the back. Belt. Got the texturing in the jeans. Classic style boots. So yeah, he is a pretty good looking figure. Not bad at all. And then again, we got that more of a classic look for him. So that's nice. Yeah, you get the watch there. Yeah, pretty good. Let's get some of these accessories on. So here's Flint with a couple of his accessories on. We've got his pistol in the holster. We've got his backpack holding the shotgun. Got his beret on. And that open palm hand looks great for looking like he's getting ready to rack around through that shotgun. It looks great. That looks awesome. And it's exactly how I'm going to have him on the shelf, most likely. Of course, I got to warm up the shotgun, but yeah, it looks really good. Do I want like a extra head sculpt? Maybe like a more serious face, but it looks really cool. I didn't really go through articulation, which we'll do that while we're at it. So, head looks down about that far, not far at all. Looks back, side to side, not too much. Got to cut at the base of the neck. When you throw that in there, head looks down about that far, comes back a little bit further, I would say. Butterfly joint, T pose, about to a T, upper bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbow, hinge, rotation, all that in the hand and wrist, diaphragm cut, ball waist, leg drops down, goes forward, upper thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, a boot cut, hinge and pivot, all that in the ankle and foot. Yeah, the diaphragm, let's see. Diaphragm isn't moving too well. Maybe I gotta warm it up or something. But yeah, not the best. Going back further. But even ab crunches go back further normally. But going forward just seems to be a little stuck for some reason. That's about as far as he's going. So not much in that forward motion. Have to see if I can do anything about that. Feels pretty stiff rotating also. You can see he kind of snaps back. So I don't want to keep pushing that because you could end up tearing that ball peg that's in there. So articulation for mine, maybe he needs to be heated up, but if not, and that's his range, then it's not the best. One cool thing we got about this is the with the accessories is the backpack doesn't go through the harness in any way, which I love that. I'm glad. I mean, it seems like it fits pretty natural. Looks good. Yeah, not terrible at all. It looks great. Just going around kicking doors in and blasting. I think the last release had more of a serious shotgun, Maybe same shotgun, but with the stock full down. He didn't come with a knife or anything. If I could get that a little bit closer or something, that would be really nice. Kind of liking where I'm headed with this. That's why I'm so focused on it. I know I can make it work. There we go. Like, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's a nice shot of him. Yeah, it looks cool, man. I like this guy. Simple design. Got the with those military, those camo pants. Just the black rolled up shirt. I think it's pretty awesome. And this is the hand that I said was just a little bit tighter than the other one for a trigger finger hand. Might have to warm it up to kind of get it back. We'll see. We'll just leave it like that for now. Yeah, that pointing finger pointing at some Cobra soldiers. Where to go. Pretty cool. And Flint's got to be like one of those top Joes, right? You see him all the time. He was doing a lot. He was always there. For me, Duke was my guy. Um, but then as you get older, you realize how much Flint was there, and Duke was kind of gone doing other things. Yeah, he looks awesome. So for our first comparison, we have the older Flint release and we have the new retro one. And you can see the differences there. The older one has this body armor on him. He's got a bunch of shells going down, just similar to that. He's got a bunch of shells, but you got the body armor, the different grade or different camo, different greens. You got the armor on the knees and the shins. His sleeves go down to about mid forearm versus his go up into the bicep. If you were to slide this down, you would see he's got that gold emblem in there. Rank. He's got his. He's got this red on his shoulder. Don't think I showed that earlier. He does not. But he does have the sculpting for little flaps on there. He's got the beret. They are done differently. His fits pretty nice. It looks really nice, clean. You can see the head sculpts. That's going to be one of the bigger things to decide on too, I guess. So you can see this one looks, I don't know, maybe a little more serious. This one looks a filter, maybe, like a little soft. This guy looks rugged. He's seen some things. Got the scar. Yeah, it looks crazy. But his head looks smaller, maybe. But overall, I think he's just smaller. Yeah, overall, he seems to be like a smaller body. Height wise, he's not as tall. You can see his hair sculpt. So they were trying to go for the same thing, but they showed it in different ways, which is cool. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Interesting. You see the difference in the shotguns? And this one does have a folding action to it. He does store it on his back, versus the retro one doesn't store it on him at all. Going for a similar design in the belts. Yeah, it's the difference between these two. You can see the boots are different. like that older style. That's it for these guys. Here's Flint with my G.I. Joe. I call him the High Command. So we've got General Hawk, Duke, Slaughter, Beachhead, and that's pretty crazy. They look really good together. I mean, look at that. Nothing too playful, nothing too crazy. I don't think this one looked bad in there either. He looks, I don't know, not terrible. Does he look a little softer in the face? Well, Duke does too. Duke looks a little softer in the face too. Slaughter looks really good. Beachhead looks serious. General Hawk looks serious. The older Flint looks pretty serious. I don't know. It's a weird mix, but I do like the way that he looks. I don't think he makes the other one look that bad. So that's going to be it for this review. Overall, I like this figure. I think it looks pretty cool. I wish the articulation, like the torso articulation, the diaphragm was a little bit better. The face sculpt is a little soft to me. I think it could have used a little bit of extra paint to make it look a little more rugged. But other than that, I think it's a pretty cool figure. It comes with pretty good accessories, the different hands. Possibly could have used another head sculpt, but this head sculpt is pretty neutral enough you can use it in almost every situation. The backpack, it looks good. The sculpt looks awesome. The paint on him is nice. And I think they did a really good job with this Flint. He looks good with the other High Command. I just don't know who I'm going to put in there. I'm probably going to put this new one lined up next with these guys, and then maybe move this guy down the shelf. It is, I don't want to say it's dated, but maybe. I don't know. No, he's not terrible. So that's one thing, is he didn't completely crush this guy, blow it out of the water. Like I really like this Duke more than that first release Duke, the futuristic type stuff. This Beachhead, I like this Beachhead more than the other Beachhead. This Flint, I don't know that it completely crushes this one like that. Like, I do think it's better. I do like it more, but I don't think it crushes it. Like, this guy still looks pretty cool. But they're also so different in the face that I could change it up and just call him somebody else, honestly. Which is probably what I'll do. Maybe he ends up as like a custom fodder type thing. We'll see though. But yeah, as always, I hope I showed you enough that help you make up your mind whether you're trying to add it to your collection, whether you want to hold out for a sale or something like that, or if it's not for you, it's not that big of a change. Maybe the face sculpt is not for you. I'm always just trying to help you out. So hopefully I showed you enough. And that's going to be it for this review. I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.